To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet. And this is MLB 16, the show, Kansas City Royals franchise here, and we are back for a new episode here. Now, unfortunately, I have some really horrible bad news. This is supposed to be episode 88, and I'm supposed to be showing you guys the game, which is the first two games of Game 1 and 2 of the American League Championship Series between the Royals and the Angels. And to make a long story short, I worked on this video, I edited it, I even commentated it over just like I'm doing right now. But unfortunately, for some reason, when I uploaded the video to YouTube, it only uploaded the first part of the video, which you just seen, which was the intro. Talk about the two teams and how they got to this point, or all that kind of stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not unable to show you guys the actual game footage of the first two games because I must have deleted it when been working on several videos for you guys, really a boatload of videos, really, and I must have apparently threw the footage away, and unfortunately the footage that the stock footage of it, the raw footage, all that kind of stuff, was already been deleted. So yeah, we're now with this. So right now, I'm just showing you guys the box score here. I'm not going to get into too much. I'll read some of this stuff off to you guys of what we did in the first two games. But I apologize to you guys that, because the very first two games was a fun game, to be honest, and a very exciting. We'll go ahead and go to Game 1. As you take a look there and see the numbers there for that, it was a 3-2 ball game there. Really, the first three innings of this game in Game 1 was really intense because there was just nothing but defense. Really great defense from both teams. You couldn't get nothing to the infield there. Not until we got into the fourth inning there, top of the fourth. As you see, the Angels scored 2 runs. And that was because of Mr. Josh Hamilton. Josh, his third home run in the postseason here is his first in this series. And he ended up hitting himself and Mike Trout in. As Trout got a single there. I will say that there's a video, post-game video of this that I already put up already. And this was before... I did these videos in about a week in between each other. So on that video, which will be the next episode of Royals Insider, ignore saying, "Oh, remember seeing this? Remember, because obviously you can't see it." So that's why the recordings maybe sound like you guys seen the video and seen the footage of that stuff. Well, just ignore a lot of that stuff. You know, because obviously I'm just already explained that we won't be able to see, or you guys won't be able to see that footage and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part here, I mean, it was a really good game. We were able to come back with a home run for ourselves as Gordon hit his first of the postseason, and he was able to knock one in. And then, of course, we came back in the fifth where we got 2 more runs, and pretty much just from there on, it was back to being a very, pitching matchups were epic. And it was a really good job of going back and forth. Hernandez was in that game. He's got a second win in the postseason. 9 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, and an ERA at 1. Gordon 2 for 4, home run, RBI, and a run. Zubris 2 for 4, RBI. Perez 2 for 4, and Marquez 1 for 3. A run for him. As for Wilson, he had 6 innings of work, 7 hits, 3 runs, all 3 were earned, a walk, 4 strikeouts, and an ERA at 3.21. Now, as for the rest of those guys, Hamilton 1 for 4, a home run, or 2 RBIs and a run. Ionetta 1 for 3, a strikeout. Pujols 0 for 4, a strikeout there. He's been struggling. He did struggle a lot here, actually in that game and in the second game. But yeah, 0 for 4 strikeout. And then Mike Trout, 3 for 4, a double, a run, and 2 stolen bases in that game. I was wanting to really show you guys that footage there, but unfortunately, my dumb behind decided to delete it and not actually put the 2 parts together, the intro and, of course, the rest of the game. Now, in Game 2, as you're taking a look here, it was a 1-0 ball game. Now, this game was really fun. As you see, the Royals were able to score right off the top of the first inning there and the bottom of the first. Great job there from them. Duffy was on the hill. He had 9 innings of work, 1 hit, and 7 strikeouts. He is still scoreless in the postseason there, so congrats to him. Zubris 1 for 4, a double. Gordon 1 for 3, a double, and RBI. And as for Marquez, 2 for 3, and Kane 0 for 3 and a run. Now, as for Kane, we've been thinking about possibly maybe having Gerard Dyson start in the third game when we go to LA. Now that I will say, the games 3 and 4 you guys will see in its entirety. Just as I was, or right before this video here, I already finished. I finally finished that up, and I got it and linked together and posted, or linked together and ready to go. So you guys will be able to see that in its actual footage. So that'll be the actual first time you'll see here in the championship series that we were able to get the have footage of this series between these two teams. Because honestly, these two teams going at it, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see. You guys will see that episode in its entirety. But as for the Angels in this second game, 0 for 1 for Richards, as he has 8 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, a strikeout, and of course ERA at actually a couple strikeouts there, I should say, but ERA at 2.57. Mike Trout 1 for 3, 0 for 3 for Hamilton, as he gets a strikeout there. And really, truly, I mean, like I said in the preview of this series, that 3-4-5 is going to be very, very tough for us to navigate through, because they are very dangerous hitters, especially having runners. I can't even speak. Winners up, or runners, I should say, up front, like Kendrick and all those. The 2 other guys are in front of Mike Trout in that lineup. Having those base runners on board there, if we can't get them out, or we get them on board if by walk or whatever the case may be, it's going to be a tough time, because they're going to be, that's going to be automatically just RBI is going to be scored, especially if it's just a single, especially with Mike Trout and the speed he has. So far that has came for true, and you guys will see more of that here as we go along here for the last 2 games. Or I should say the next 2 games, games 3 and 4 there in Anaheim. As for Pujols, over 3, he's now over 4 in this series, and of course struck out there in that one also. So 2 strikeouts, 0 for 7 now together in this series. Now, give you a little heads up here in the next episode, which will be episode 89. And again, you guys will see it in its ninth entirety, but back in, of course, regular edited form. But Brandon Shipley there, 16-6 for the year for him. We'll see him in action as he will be pitching in Game 3. I will say that all hands will be on deck for this game and also Game 4 because we do want to try to shorten this series up and get out of here as quickly as possible because we don't want to be in a heavyweight fight. If Shipley does get into trouble, then we are looking at possibly having Butler come in and take over sometime if we can get him. If we can get at least Shipley to the 6 innings or so. I should say Butler would come in sometime around that afterwards. So that's something we're going to be looking at and something we're going to try to go into. He'll be matched up with Jarrett Weaver there in Game 3. There you see Weaver's numbers there. Also a great pitcher, Weaver. So far here, I think this season for the postseason, I think he has, he's won a game there. But we'll see what he'll be up to. He got some pretty good stuff there pitching-wise. 4-seam, 2-seam, slider, a changeup, and a curveball there are some of the pitches there that he is going to be dealing with, we'll be dealing with in this series. And we'll see if we can do something here. This should be a really interesting pitching matchup here. Again, I think these first 3 games, I really do think there's a good there's going to be some really good defensive plays being made, not just with the pitching but also the infield. Look forward to it because I'm telling you now, I kind of want to give it away what happens, but I don't want to. But you guys will be very impressed on what's going to happen in Game 3 and 4 of the series. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be rocking indeed there. So we'll see what they can do coming up in the next episode, which will be episode 89. And again, you guys will see that because I made it sure that we kept a hold of the footage there, and I just, like I said, finished it up, and just right before I got done with that video. Or right before I got started with this video, I got done with that, and it's gonna be a really good game. So, but there you see, there you see the number or the starts there. I believe Lackey will start Game 4. We'll have, like I said, we'll have a review video of the first 2 games, and again, ignore some of the stuff I say in it. With the exception of talking about the series and the series so far in the first 2 games, and of course the preview for the next game. But yeah, again, this is just some of the guys that we're looking at right now. When we play defensively here, Mike Trout, one of the key members there. He is going to be definitely a person that's going to he can jumpstart that offense at any time with the great speed that he has, and of course a great bat. Putting the bat on the ball and turn a single into a double within a blink of an eye. So should be a interesting matchup here, and we'll see how that goes here as we get ready for the next game. Honestly, it's with these guys and the way they're batting right now, I'm really surprised that we have a 2-0 lead over the Angels because I was thinking by now with it was going to be a split series. They was going to win one in KC, and then again we possibly another split in Anaheim, with the exception of, well, I guess it wouldn't be a split because there'd be 3 games in Anaheim, but but I would think going into Game 3 it would be a split, and we definitely would, it would be a game where I predicted this in my head. The series was going to run down all the way to to all 7 games. So so far, we are in the driver's seat. We're pitching pretty well, with the exception of that guy right there, Josh Hamilton, hitting that home run there. Of course, now he has now given up 2 runs in the postseason here, which is not bad because he's been in 2 starts so far in the postseason for King Felix. But the only one right now that is at least has started a postseason game is now scoreless is Danny Duffy. So, yeah, Game 3 will be Shipley. Game 4 will be John Lackey. Now, if we do use Butler, we will. If we use Butler at any time I'm thinking about using him somewhere in the probably second half of the third game, or the fourth game. Chances are he will not probably start if Game 5. I'll probably go ahead and move up King Felix up a day. Everybody will be moved up a day. I think he may. Let's see, it'll be 5 and then 6. So Game 7, Butler could make a start there. We'll have Butler start off and then have Shipley come in at some point there towards the middle of the game, somewhere around. If we can get Butler through 5 or 6, get 5, which is 5 is a quality start, but try to get him into 5, maybe 5 and a third or something like that, and then we'll bring in Shipley to kind of wrap it up and finish the game up for us. So that is the kind of the forecast of the series. And again, I apologize, you guys, that we were unable to show you guys that footage. I really feel bad. Honestly, I was really hoping to really show you guys this footage because the commentary I did for it was excellent. And it's just a great game. But both games were fun to play, and I just upsets me. So, really good game. We're up by 2 games here now. We're getting ready for Game 3, and that'll be coming up here in about a day or 2. So stay tuned for that here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed today's video, and well, honestly, you probably don't. But if you did, please, or just show me some sympathy. Give me a like. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscription button to subscribe for more Royals franchise here on ESGNet. So, that is it for this episode. Yeah, I know, it's a crappy one, but we'll definitely come back with episode 89, and we'll take on the Angels in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. The links are down below in the description. Check us out there for the latest news and events on what's going on in the world of sports gaming and in sports in general. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.